But we got the Seahawks to worry about. We're not playing Miami. We're playing the fucking Seahawks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Obviously,
Yes, sir.
we have had a lot of success against the Seahawks, but every time we play them, I still have enough trauma left over from previous seasons that I always have a little bit of concern. And this one, we'll see. I mean, last time we met up with them, Gino had through two interceptions. Kenneth Walker only rushed for 32 yards. And we were able to hold DK Metcalf to less than 50 yards without Travarius Ward. And obviously, our offense had some spectacular performances as well. As we look forward to this matchup, does anything change, or are we just trying to copy paste what we did last time in hope that we lock in another victory?
It's a copy paste, but I think the most important thing that needs to happen in this game is what's been happening with the 49ers versus Seattle the last couple of years. And that's Nick Bosa coming out and being very dominant early in these games. Because the thing with Geno Smith, and I think a lot of 49ers fans think Geno Smith really sucks because of how he looks versus the 49ers. But if you let him build confidence in a football game where he's able to feel the pocket, he'll start to step into the pocket. And when he does, Gino can make some throws, man. Like, he can make some real special throws down the field. The reason that never happens versus the 49ers is Bosa hits him early. He gets nervous. He gets a little bit rattled. And then the next thing you know, the entire game feels like Geno Smith is not trying to get hit by Nick Bosa again. Now, the thing to consider with Bosa is the hip injury. I felt like, I don't know how you felt, Sam, but I did feel like it was something that bothered him over the course of that game. So that to me is the main talking point when it comes into this week. Because, yes, the 49ers are going to have the same advantages they had versus Seattle's defense. Seattle is also going to have similar advantages they had versus the 49ers. Now, the big thing was they stopped Kenneth Walker last time these two teams played. Maybe he's a little bit more effective by proxy just because they're a good running team and the Niners don't have a great run defense. Probably not, because their offensive line isn't very good. So I'm going to say that that's going to remain the same. So to me, the most important thing then is how do you stop Seattle's pass game? And that comes down to hitting Geno. It's all about Nick Bosa for me this week. I think this game, this series, this competition between the 49ers and Seattle, this is why you drafted Nick Bosa second overall. These are the games that he's got to go win. And this one's at home. He should be ready to eat.
Absolutely. It is.
He's the happiest he's ever been.
I know. Yeah. Very happy with recent events. He is the common denominator for sure, as far as the performances that have stood out when the Seahawks look anemic. And I don't see this being any different. We do have the added wrinkle of CMC, but let's not forget, like, Isaac Guerrero got 99 yards against the Seahawks, and that was on top of Jordan Mason giving 73. Debo had a big game. Kittle had a massive game with 2 touchdowns. So our offense, if we can replicate that, if we could sort of find a way to hang up another 30 points, which also seems to be a hallmark against the Seahawks, if we can kind of hit them with the same old Seahawks like energy, and do it with confidence, and just maybe win 3 in a row, I think that would be an excellent way for us to sort of ramp up into becoming a team that's getting hot at the right time. That is, frankly, if I'm being honest, getting hot at the right time, this sort of like mojo of building the hot at the right time is so mission critical for the 49ers, because we have not yet been able to build any momentum. And we're beginning to see the cream separate. We're beginning to see the teams that are and are not going to make it. And frankly, when people are putting the power rankings together, the moment they even think about putting the 49ers in a higher category, we put up a fucking stinker. And it just blows us right back down the rankings. And look, I don't care what ESPN announcer A, B, or C has to say about the 49ers, because the truth is that they're probably right. We all have the same vision, and we're watching us blow games to the Rams at the wrong time, without them having any of their most powerful weapons. And so we need to get hot at the right time. This game is important to creating rungs on the ladder that can help us get there. So if we want to be that team, we do need Nick Bosa to put up that type of performance. We do need Diamador Lenore to prove that he can demonstrate a high level of proficiency at his position, maybe get an interception or two. And we also need our playmakers who are currently with us right now. We need CMC. We need all of our new talent coming in with Ricky Pearsall, etc., to be operating at a high level. And for God fucking sake, we need our special teams to not shit the bed in any department. We don't need punts dropped. We don't need kicks missed. We need a really sound football game edge to edge.
Are you available for a 4-year, $92 million contract to do that for the 49ers every Saturday? God damn it.
I'm just saying.
No wonder the team shows up flat. They think Nick Bosa gives them motivational speeches.
I know. Well, I watched enough Jim Harbaugh tape to. I just didn't throw off enough historical references.
I love the way you said that. I'm also a big mic'd up tape watcher. I've watched a lot of mic'd up tape over the course of the years. Like, a lot of people don't understand, but I know coach speak. I know coach quotes.
I believe it, dude. I believe it. I need like a Vish plushie for Christmas that gives me some motivation. I just pull the string and you just give me some coach speak. I'd appreciate that.
You bet. I mean, the Jim Harbaugh, like, attack this day with the enthusiasm.
Like, bro, I'm gonna get that tattooed on my fucking anything. But yeah, I mean, that's how I feel, and I think as long as we're able to play like a edge to edge complete game where we're not making dumb mistakes, DK's looking out of control. I mean, my favorite Seahawks games are when we are so cognizant of the fact that we need to not have dumb penalties, and we just let DK Metcalf's like stir into madness, and we just watch our players just sort of let him do it. Those are the games that I know we've got it in the bag.
Well, and the cool thing is we are like in a new era of 49ers and Seahawks football, which is awesome because my lifetime, I've only known their butts getting kicked by Matt Hasselbeck and then Russell Wilson kicking their butts. But frankly, Brock Purdy's like best division matchup in the NFC West is the Seahawks. He plays consistently great against the Seahawks. He loves playing the Seahawks. They're like his Jimmy Garoppolo's Rams. And so it's a very interesting thing because I don't think that dynamic has existed for a lot of fans in their lifetime, certainly not in mine, where a 49ers quarterback plays well in Seattle. A 49ers quarterback plays Seattle well. A 49ers quarterback owns Seattle. And that's kind of the case with this matchup. And I think that's also why it's so relaxing. And you talk about like they got to play great edge to edge and all of that. And you feel like they're going to do it. You feel like Seattle came at the perfect time on the schedule because you feel like Seattle is the 49ers get on track game, which is awesome. When did we ever say that?
I know, but then when you say some shit like that, I get scared because like it's the perfect trap. Because that is so classic us to like find a banana peel to slip on at the worst time. But I guess we'll find out. I guess there's only one way to find out, and it's to show up on the field and play these motherfuckers on Sunday. So we will see.